Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn about tenses. Do you know what is mean by tense? Tense means or tenses are the verb forms which indicates the time of action. There are three main tenses in English: the present tense, the past tense, and the future tense. These tenses again divide into four types: the present tense, or the past tense, or the future tense. These have the four types: simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. We can tell like this: the simple present tense, the present continuous tense, or the present progressive tense, the present perfect tense, and the present perfect continuous tense. Next, simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, and past perfect continuous tense. Next, the simple future tense, future continuous tense, future perfect tense, and future perfect continuous tense. Like this, there are 12 tense forms in English. You know, tenses we are using for speaking as well as for writing. So, you know, these tenses, according to the tenses, the verb forms will be changed. So, in the simple present tense, there are structures. That means each and every tense we have the tense structures. So first I will teach you that tense structure. First of all, we can learn about tense structure. That means from simple present onwards, future perfect continuous tense. There are different tense structures. Firstly, we can learn the simple present tense structure. Subject plus do or does plus V1 plus object. Like this structure we have in simple present tense. So you understand here the auxiliary verb of simple present is do or does. Here do plural auxiliary verb and does singular auxiliary verb. By using this structure, you can write or you can make many sentences. Okay, now just we can give the or I am giving to you one example of simple present tense. She writes English. Here in the here the verb is writes. In this verb, does plus write form we can see, because in the verb s is there, so we can understand here the auxiliary verb does is used. So there is no doubt this sentence is a simple present tense. The given sentence is in the simple present tense. Okay, like that. Next we are going to learn about present continuous tense. Here also we can have the tense structure. Subject plus is, are, am plus V1 plus ing or V4 plus object. Like this structure we can use to make many sentences. It is easy to you to make the sentences. So here just I want to tell you is about the auxiliaries. That means is singular auxiliary verb or plural auxiliary, and am is used with I. Okay, then now we can make the or just examples. Let us see. She is reading English. They are playing football. I am going to school. Like this, different sentences we can make. Okay, students, do you understand? Yes. Next, we are going to learn present perfect tense. In the same way, we have in the present perfect tense, we have the tense structure. Subject plus has or have plus V3 plus object. Here auxiliary verbs are has or have. Has is the singular auxiliary and have plural auxiliary verb. And there are in the that means in the usage, whenever we are using the subject as pronouns, I is singular. We all know that I is considered as a singular subject. So this is the subject pronoun. With this subject, we will use have. Which auxiliary we will use? Have. That is a grammatical rule. We can't change that rule. Okay. Actually, we already studied the singular subject plus singular auxiliary. But here that rule is changed. I is following the auxiliary have. I am saying that it is the grammatical rule. Okay, students? So, the tense structure once again I am remembering to you. Subject plus has or have plus V3 plus object. Okay. So, the examples. She has written her homework. I have completed my lunch just now. These are the examples. You can make it more examples by using this structure. Next one, we are going to learn about the present perfect continuous tense. Here also we have the tense structure. So let us see subject plus has or have plus been plus V1 plus ing plus object. This structure use and we can make the sentences. And also here some differences. Each and every tense differences you can notice now. That means here auxiliary verbs are changing. In the same time verb forms are changing. Continuous tense features you can observe here. Continuous tense, there is ing form of the verb, or we can say V4 forms of the verb. Okay, that much only. If you have any doubts, you can ask me, please. Okay, then shall I move next? Yes, very good. Okay, fine. Now we are going to learn the same next, the past tense. Past tense is divided into 4 types. The simple past, the past continuous tense, the past perfect tense, and the past perfect continuous tense. Firstly, we can learn about the past tense. That means the simple past tense. The simple past tense is used to show the action in the past, the action completed in the past. The main auxiliary verb of simple past tense is did. Did plus V1 forms are used in the simple past tense. For example, did plus V1 equal to V2. That is the formula of V2. How we are getting the V2 form of the verb. Did plus V1 equal to V2. Example, did plus write equal to wrote. This V2 form we are using in the simple past tense. So let us make the tense structure in this way. Subject plus V2 plus object. So students, see, everywhere we have the beginning of the sentence. We are adding subject. We will begin a sentence with a subject, and after verb forms. After only we have the object. SVO formation. So there is no change. In every sentence we are using the SVO pattern. Okay, there only in case of tense we are changing the verb forms, mainly auxiliary verb changes as well as the principal forms also changing. Okay, the simple past tense structure I already introduced it to you. I taught you subject plus V2 plus object. Example, he played cricket. He played cricket yesterday. So here yesterday, last day, last night, last week, these words gives us a clue. That means the sentence is in the simple past tense. Okay. Now we are going to learn about the past continuous tense. Past continuous tense means continuous tense features. You know, ing. That means continuing. The action is continuing or was continuing. Here we can say the action was continuing in the past. That is the past continuous tense. So here we have the structure subject plus was or were plus V1 plus ing plus object. Examples. And before that, I have to say that was is the singular auxiliary verb and where is the plural auxiliary verb. She was reading English, or they were playing basketball. Okay, like this we can make the sentences according to the structure. Next, we are going to learn about the past perfect tense. Past perfect tense structure subject plus had plus V3 plus object. Example, I had played cricket. So that according to the structure only I just given examples to you. So there is no doubt. Okay children. So you can make it many examples according to the tense structure. Here had we can use both the singular or plural subject. With the singular or plural subject we will use had. There is no any other auxiliary verb. Okay. And now we can learn the past perfect continuous tense. Past perfect continuous tense structure subject plus had been plus V1 plus ing plus object. That means here ing form is using here because this is the continuous tense. Past perfect continuous. The only features of the continuous tense, ing form of the verb. Okay. So now we can make it the examples. I had been going to Mumbai. I had been going to Mumbai. Okay, like this we can make the sentence. Next, we are going to learn about the future tense. You know the divisions of future tense: simple future, future continuous, future perfect and future perfect continuous tense. Firstly, the simple future. The simple future tense structure. You know, basically the future tense is shows that the action is going to happen or it will be speak about tomorrow, next day, next month. What will be happen tomorrow? What I am going to do tomorrow? Or tomorrow's function, tomorrow's celebration, or next day's function or next day program. These all we can say with the help of future tense. Simple future. Simple future tense is used to show the actions going to or the action will begin in the next day or in the future. Structure subject plus will or shall plus verb or V1 plus object. Okay, I will go to school tomorrow. or I will do my work tomorrow. I will complete my homeworks by next month, by next week. Like this we can write. Next, future continuous tense. Future continuous tense shows an action is or will be continuing in the future. Example, I will be coming to you, or I will be coming tomorrow. I will be coming and meet you tomorrow, or I will be coming to your house tomorrow. Like that we can make the sentences. That means the tense structure we are getting here: subject plus will or shall plus be plus V1 plus ing plus object. Okay. Next, we are learning the future perfect tense. We have the tense structure, future perfect tense structure. Some actions have completed, or it will have completed in the future a specific time. That type of actions we can say in the future perfect tense. The structure: subject plus will or shall plus have plus V3 plus object. That means will have plus V3 or shall have plus V3 plus object. This is the structure of future perfect tense. Examples: I shall have written. I shall have written my examination tomorrow. I shall have gone to Mumbai next week. Like this, pre-planned action we can say in the future perfect tense. The last one we are going to learn. We are going to learn the future perfect continuous tense. Here we have the future perfect tense, perfect continuous tense structure: subject plus will or shall plus have been plus V1 plus ing plus object. Okay, this tense we are not using much. It is the tense rare, very rarely we are using this future perfect continuous tense. Some works or some actions will have been going on in the future, and within a limited or specific time the works will be completed, or the progress is going on. Like that, some actions we can say in the future perfect continuous tense. Okay, yes students, now our tense topic is completed. I think all of you understood very well. Students, please you can ask your doubts soon. Okay? Yes, very good. You all of you understood. Yes, we will meet you tomorrow. Bye bye.